Is invading Venezuela just Trump doing his job? I mean, is that why he's proud of it, killing over 30 people, kidnapping a head of state and his wife after cutting the residents of a major city off from electricity? And who allowed the office of the president that kind of power in the first place? Well, no major institution is going to answer that question because no major U.S. institution actually represents the residents of cities. They represent the owners. That's why there's nothing to stop the Oval Office from bombing 100 people in the Caribbean, killing civilians and children in Somalia over the last few months, or bombing Yemen for the past 20 years. More than 430,000 civilians in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, Pakistan, about 1,500 people every month for the past 23 years. Those numbers don't include the mostly women, children, and elderly killed by the tens of thousands by bombs supplied by the office of the U.S. presidency for 2 years straight in Palestine. Nothing stopped the presidency this week from threatening Colombia, Cuba, Mexico, and Greenland. Democrats are busy arguing about whether or not the president actually needed congressional approval first before this latest mass murder and kidnapping. They always call it a war because invasion would implicate the office itself, and they plan to hold that office again themselves. Is it really that much of a leap to realize that the slavers who invaded this land, renaming it after people in places in Europe, might have created a political system for that purpose, bombing, invading, and pillaging, and making that the job of the U.S. president, which is why this settler colony immediately invaded Canada and, failing that, annexed over half of Mexico's land, which included California, Nevada, Utah, most of Arizona and New Mexico, parts of Colorado, Wyoming, stole all that land legally, according to them, brainwashing their descendants into thinking there's too many Mexicans now coming over our border, as if anything about this place is ours. This is not a republic, as in res publica, a public affair. This is not even a nation, as in nationum, meaning a people born of the same place. The natives were genocided, and this place is what George Carlin called it, an oil company with an army, which is why the right wing of its owner class have been insisting a CEO should just run the place. Because the United States doesn't have a set of moral and ethical principles it must follow. It has a system balanced to advance the agenda of its founders, a group of human traffickers, bankers, arms dealers, and whiskey distillers. Trump did not corrupt the presidency. He exposed its purpose. And unless we replace this medieval contraption with a modern system designed for human purpose, this one will do what all empires do: devour itself.